In this video, we are going to be learning how to enter data correctly in a professional way. Now, data can be in form of number, it can be in form of text, it can be in form of date. So we call these data types. If you come to this place, you will see different data types. This is general, showing that you are not specifying. If you click on general, it means you don't want to specify the data type. This is number. If you want the data in a column or in a cell to be number, you have to apply this. This is currency, this is accounting format, this is date. These are dates, short date and long date. This is time, this is percentage. So it is very important for you to specify the data type whenever you are working on Excel, so that there won't be errors when you are calculating. Now, if I have a data that I want to enter here, for example, in this cell A1, I can say patient ID. I want patient's identity to be here, or let me say EMR number. EMR number. So this EMR number, we all know that it's for identification purpose. We are not calculating it. We are not making arithmetic calculations on it. So the data type cannot be number. It is either we leave it as general or we change it to text. But it's always better to leave this ID, anything ID, as general. So to change the data type to general, you hover your mouse on this alphabet, this column alphabet A. Click on it, it highlights the whole column. Then you click on general. It won't show anything, but it means you have changed the data type to general, unspecified data type. When you type in your EMR number, you press enter. When you press enter, it moves down to the next cell. If you want to move to the next cell, to B1 cell, you press tab. When you press tab, you move to the right. When you press enter, you move down. So you can also use your mouse to navigate. So I have patient EMR number here. I can also put a visit date or appointment date. Appointment date here. So visually, you might think this text has overlapped into C1, into cell C1, but it's not. Everything here is still inside B1. It's just showing you complete statement so that you understand that this is what you type. So you didn't want to truncate it. So I can just put my mouse here to enlarge it. So if I enlarge it now, I have my appointment date inside B1. So now, this is date data type. So over your mouse here and change the data type from here to anyone you like, either long date or short date. What's the implication of that? Let's type one date. Let's say 25th of December 2025. So this is the date. When you put your mouse here, this changes to date. If you put your mouse here, this changes to general. That is telling you that each cell has different data type. So I can decide to change this data type to long format. So it gives me the day of the week, the day, the month, and the year. So whichever you like. Then the next one, you can do 1, 2, 5, 3, 2, 1, your number, date. Then we can enter the gender. Gender is male or female. It is not number. It is letters. You have a male, you have female, or you can shorten it. M, F, right? These are alphabets. So they can be general, they can be number, they can be dates. Do you get? It can only be text. So you have to apply this data type so that you won't make mistake when you are doing your calculation. You can also have the age of each patient. These are variables that you can perform calculations on. So by default, it will show general, but it's always better to change the data type to the correct format. This will be number. Age is number. So age is number. We can say age in years is number. We can have a department or clinic. Let's say clinic. Where is the patient going to? QPC. Can have a general patient clinic. Can have a endocrinology. So that's the clinic. We can have a visit type. New or return patient. Follow up. Follow up patient. So these are tests. So there are data types to must be test. So you have to do this anytime you are entering your data into Excel. So this is test. This is also test. So this is how to enter our data correctly using the correct data type. Date, test, number, test, test. So when we are okay with the data type, we can now continue to input our data into each cell. Cell 3, 4, 5, fill in the data. Now, when we enter all our data, the next thing is to save it. It is very important to save, especially when your battery is not strong enough. So to save your data now, you move to File. For the first time, click on Save As. When you click on Save As, browse the location. Browse the location. You can save it anywhere convenient for you on your PC. So now let me choose Document Excel for Data Analysis Tutorial. Then rename your workbook. So I will rename this How to Enter Data Correctly. And click on Save. After doing this for the first time, anytime you want to save, just press Ctrl S. Just press Ctrl S or come here and click on Save. This is a summary of how to enter data and assign the correct data type and how to save it correctly on your PC. See you in the next video.